like in a she shed or whatever. It doesn't, I mean, who cares? Okay. Just mind your business. Mind your business. These tards are trying to start smoke with you and for clout. I just let them spin their wheels. Giving them your energy is folly. Yeah, no, you're right, Dennis. 100%. You're right, 100%. 100%. And basically, thank you, Trisha. Thanks. Oh my gosh, I wish Just Stop was capable of some people. Yeah, I know, keeping to myself, I wish it would stop too. I mean, if somebody says, hey, can we call a truce? Like, hey, I'm going to have you up on my panel. Can you stop? I'll stop. Okay, normally, the person would say, I will stop if you do this or that. And normally the reaction would be like, okay, let's call it a truce. Doesn't mean that you can go and like start sniping them and whatever. Like, I mean, it's just ridiculous. And don't go up there and like try to make a truce. Say no. Okay. And then the answer is no. And then you have to live with that answer. And that's it. But other than that, I've tried that so many times out here. I've tried to be nice. I tried to be the bigger person. I tried to be the better person. I tried to make, I actually brought together two people that fought 3 times, and I didn't know this was like the 3rd time. I brought them to be friends again on my panel. So I did something good, and then it was like, whatever, And then they broke up, and now they're back together again. And it's like, okay, fine, whatever. But I helped do that, and that's fine. Like, I'm happy with that. Oh, well, too bad. So sad. They are emotional energy robbing vampires. You got that right. It's so stupid. Confucius, and I thought you were leaving, Raccoon, or was that a mistake? They are emotional. Oh, sorry. Confucius says, those beneath me cannot insult me, and my equals would not dare. I love that, Dennis. Oh boy, do I love that. I love that. That is epic. Epic advice. And I always say, I walk like I have 10 men behind me, or men and women behind me, But I like that better. I like yours better. Confucius say, those beneath me cannot insult me, and my equals would not dare. I like that a lot. Okay. As I said on Hussey's stream earlier, the stream that I did like a day ago or whatever it was, yeah, they're childish. They are childish. Yep, exactly. Penguin, exactly. I said I called G-Man's son, and I called him boy. Okay? That is not racist. And I'm not going to validate that I'm half black. And I'm not going to validate that I'm like all types of Indian blood. And I'm not going to validate that I'm white. I'm not going to validate that I was adopted into an all-white Jewish family, okay, at the age of 2. Okay, so we're not going to play this game. If you think I'm racist, then that's fine. That's on you, okay? That's on you. I have Asian nieces that were adopted. I'm adopted. I know plenty of people that are adopted. I have 5 black friends. And I have 5 white friends. Maybe even more on the black side than the white side. And I have Mexican friends. One of my bestest friends is Mexican. And one of my bestest friends married an Ecuadorian. The person you saw me hanging out with at the casino is half Italian and half Spanish, married to an Ecuadorian fellow, her husband, for 26 years. So what is your point? You really keep reaching with the racist comments, okay? I have never in my life 3 times have said the N-word. One time I got smacked across the face, and that was from my mother. The second time was in front of my ex-husband. The third time was, when was that? I think that was at a club. And I said that to my black friend. I was like, "What's up, homie?" With the N-word. "What's up, my homie?" That's what I said. Okay, but then somebody else comes up here and gets smashed face and says it and wants me to delete my stream. And I said, please go and make an apology. I'm not deleting my stream. Screw that. People can't understand that. But then you have Buffweeb, who says it constantly. I'm not offended when I go in his chat. I'm not offended when I go into other people's chats and they say it, and they're black, or they're white, or they're, half black and half white, and they say it. I don't get offended. So I don't understand your concept here. Do you know how many times I've had to sit at a restaurant or sit with my grandparents in temple or go into a Jewish neighborhood and hear the word kike all the time? You want to explain that to me from a white person calling a Jewish person that name? And all this racial hate that I grew up in the 70s and 80s, where all my neighbors, we were never allowed to go on Flatbush Avenue because there were a lot of black people there. Don't you think that we went on Flatbush Avenue to hang out with those black people and were friends with those black people? You are extremely racist, and you're extremely a pain in my ass. So get the fuck out of my chat, okay? But you're not wanted. You and your little comments. I am not racist, Jalen. I'm explaining something here that you can't understand because you probably live down in the South with the Confederate flag as your bed sheet. These people really need to stop. And you know what? They're not going to stop. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep blocking and deleting and banning. That's what I'm going to keep doing. And every time you have every time they run a live on me, what I do is I go in their chat and I delete all and I block all the people that are in their chat. So I don't have to hear it. If I choose to do that, No, it does not. Charlene. And you should know that. No, it does not. And let me just explain something about my mouth. Charlene, and hello and welcome, and I love you. And thank you for coming in. The problem I have, listen, I grew up in New York and I have a mouth on me and I just spew it out, okay? And like things like this is like a retaliation for me to defend myself. And maybe it's wrong, and I do take that back if that is affected, if it was affecting to you, insulting to you, I do take that back. I do.